Yo, what's going on? ET with your boy Light back here with an active video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a Spider-Man No Way Home video and the fact that what is the future of Spider-Man. Quickly before I start, I just want to say spoilers ahead for Spider-Man No Way Home if you haven't seen it already. And also, I like to say this too as why I forgot to say this in the other video, but I'm just going to be putting the poster when I'm making these videos just because I feel like it's kind of rude if I put like a spoiler as the poster and stuff. I think it's kind of rude that way. So I'm not gonna do that because it kind of spoils the movie and stuff. So for the most part, with these videos and stuff and stuff like that, I'm gonna be just putting the No Way Home poster as the kind of background, I guess. Uh, yeah, that's just what I want to say on the topic of that. But anyways, if you haven't seen No Way Home, definitely go watch it. Anyways, let's get into it. So yeah, I've already done a review, hopefully before this video has come out, basically talking about what I thought of the movie and everything. Now I wanted this topic to have its own video, and that is indeed the future of the Tom Holland Spider-Man. Now I say Tom Holland, I'm not sure about the other Spider-Man or whatever. I'm strictly sticking to Tom Holland here. Now I gotta say, No Way Home again was a masterpiece. Uh, with the fact that it really did do a really good job of concluding the Tom Holland high school era, if I must say so myself. It was a very creative way also. I don't talk about this enough. I don't see enough people talking about this enough. That was one of the most creative ways to kind of not reboot, but create a new era in a sense. Because there's some stuff I want to talk about, especially in when it comes to stuff like the MCU and stuff like that, and what I personally think. Uh, Now continuing on with the Spider-Man No Way Home stuff again. At the end of the movie, we ended up seeing MJ and Ned don't even know who he is. Doctor Strange doesn't know. Nobody really knows who Spider-Man or slash Peter Parker really is. They just know him as Spider-Man. They have no clue who Peter Parker is in general, which is kind of sad. Even Happy doesn't know who that is, and that's very sad to me. But yeah, just the way it had to go. On the topic of that, I'm not sure what's gonna go on with that. That's one thing I want to talk about in the video as well. Uh, but again, that was like basically like the conclusion of Tom Holland being a high school student, acting like this, probably going with the Avengers. Yeah, but even when we were first getting into Spider-Man coming to the MCU, we knew Spider-Man wouldn't be able to stay for so long, seeing as though he's a Sony-owned character, which the rights kind of belong to Sony on that part, so he can't really be just. I don't think, and of course, like the MCU is run by Disney, completely different studio, so that was something I really just wanted to speak about too is the right stuff. I'm not really gonna go deep dive into it. I mean, there's plenty of good, very excellent videos for you to learn about exactly what's going on with the rights and stuff. But from the knowledge, just my knowledge and stuff, the way I could say it so you guys kind of understand is basically like Spider-Man can always stick around because again, he doesn't have the rights for everything. Like I mean, Disney doesn't have the rights to Spider-Man still. So and of course, Sony's probably gonna want Spider-Man for themselves and stuff, which is all right. I mean, it's business and everything, so it's not like it's like stupid Sony or something like that. It's just it's business. It all comes down to that. Uh, but yeah, speaking of that, like we always knew that kind of. So it wasn't well, at least to me, it wasn't a big huge surprise that Spider-Man is basically kind of gone from the MCU in a sense. With that sense, but it was I was actually pretty stunned at the fact that they kind of like they basically got rid of Ned and MJ, which I'm curious to see maybe in future movies or something. Maybe they'll come back. I have no clue. That's just one thing I want to speak about too. So let's talk about what we saw at the end of the movie. So in the end, we end up seeing Peter looks to be he moved away from everybody. I guess he moved into his own apartment and stuff. I guess he's gonna go start going to college. He also made himself a new suit entirely from scratch, with like no Stark Tech or anything like that. That's actually pretty cool, and also that symbolizes a jump with the Spider-Man as well. I know a lot of people. their biggest complaints about Spider-Man Tom Holland is the fact that his character is massively revolved around Tony Stark, and also he's massively like not very comic accurate in certain senses, which I mean is definitely true. But I mean I'm not saying that's a bad thing or anything. But I sense like uh he's probably gonna get another trilogy in the sense. Probably like people are calling it the college trilogy, which I'll get into in just a few seconds. But he will be getting more movies and stuff like that. And I sense like we're gonna get some seriously like some of the best Spider-Man content from this trilogy. I feel as if already from the end of No Way Home we could already see like, and No Way Home is pretty comic accurate too. This is different than Far From Home and Homecoming in my personal opinion, in the facts with this No Way Home coming out and stuff like that. Uh, Even from the suit wise and just seeing how he built the suit and stuff, it looks to be like it's gonna get some more comic accuracy. Uh, and I guess like with the future of Spider-Man, it looks like he's just kind of starting off fresh. I mean he's technically starting off with experience and stuff now, but he's kind of starting off fresh in a fresh slate. Like I expect in the next movies and stuff like that, like he's probably not gonna go with other characters anymore. Pretty sure new characters will come around. Obviously, I don't expect him to be alone all the time. I think probably like my guess Gwen Stacy's gonna come, maybe perhaps Black Cat, other characters with the whole Spider-Man franchise. I guess you could say. Now let's get onto the topic of the Avengers. Now I'm guessing the Avengers completely don't know who Peter Parker is at all. They probably know of Spider-Man. He'll probably get name dropped, but I honestly I don't think he's really going to be coming to the Avengers anymore just because like especially with the rights issue and also just again with the rights issue and just they don't really know him and stuff like that. So, I mean, if he ever goes back with the Avengers, he's just going to really be like uh just be like Spider-Man stuff. Uh like they're not going to really be like, "Oh, hey Peter, what's up?" or something like that. Uh and also I wanted to point out this specific line in No Way Home. Spider-Man even says he's a member of the Avengers, meaning that I don't think he's really a part of the Avengers anymore. And yeah, I mean, in my opinion, it's kind of positive. It's kind of sad to see him go like this, like from the Avengers and stuff. But at the same time, it's kind of cool to see that happen. Especially with the sense that like now you're gonna see him mature more. Probably he's already matured a lot from this movie, but I mean, he's gonna mature even more. He's gonna be fighting some of his own like more villains, and they're not gonna be like Tony Stark this, Tony Stark that, because no one would technically know that uh, Tom Holland was really around Tony Stark and stuff like that. So that's something interesting to kind of note. I'm not too sure in terms of if they'll mention like Tony Stark again or something. Probably as a nod a few times, but I don't think there a whole lot's gonna be mentioned about him. Really, yeah. So I'm just very curious to see what goes on with the future of Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure they confirmed he was getting a another trilogy made. I'm just gonna presume that he's probably in another trilogy. I don't expect them to just do one more movie or something like that. I feel like they're probably gonna do another trilogy or something like that. Especially with the sense that there's a few different possibilities, especially uh, we know as well that Spider-Man 4 is currently in the works, I believe. I'm not even sure if John Watts is coming back to direct it or what's going on with that. But just like we'll get news as time goes on. Right now we're still digesting, I guess, No Way Home in a sense before we start thinking about Spider-Man 4. Plus, there's a bunch of other MCU movies that still coming out and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna really have too much focus. Like I'm not gonna really do too many videos on Spider-Man 4 until hopefully we get some news or something, even a release date or something. But also, uh, especially with this new trilogy, if they make one, I'm pretty sure they're trying to make Tom Holland Sinister Six. So expect a lot more villains, hopefully. Because we still got like characters like Vulture, also Scorpion, Shocker, Mysterio in some sort. So plus the villains that we could get too. And oh yeah, I forgot one biggest thing. Harry Osborn could come too as well. That would be cool. Uh, but anyways, like I'm excited to see where the future of Spider-Man really goes. It's kind of sad at the same time, but I mean, it looks pretty cool for the future of Spider-Man. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.